魔法、それは魔術とは異なる神秘。その時代の文明では絶対に実現不可能な結果をもたらすもの。初めの一つは全てを変えた。次の二つは多くを認めた。受けて三つは未来を示した。つなぐ四つは姿を隠した。そして終わりの五つ目はとっくに席を失っていた。
最新の魔法使い青崎青子、ついにフェイトグランドオーダーへ。魔法使いの夜コラボレーション。熊野温泉殺人事件。コマ撮りは見た。魔法使いは二度死ぬ。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. So when I was grinding, there was a big thing in the sky here that said 22 to 24, which obviously meant that I was meant to get those bonus quests between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, which I learned very quickly. It's not local time, which means they don't even tell you what time zone it's meant to be in. You know, I bet you this worked better in Japan where there's one time zone. Now, there's also something else here today, which we're going to do first. So, we're going to leave because guess what? It is April Fool's Day. And with April Fool's Day comes Fate Grand Order Kickoff. We're going to start by playing this. Now, apparently it can just run straight up in a browser. So I think we're going to do that first. So I'm just going to close this here for a sec. Okay, we're here. Fate Grand Order Kickoff. You must be 16 years or older. Why? What's in this game? Yes, I'm older. Oh, this is where they reuse the soccer assets. I could probably zoom in. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I totally read them. We're a guy. Does this actually have a story? Wait, did they actually do... Nope. It's Angry Birds. They just made Angry Birds. Pull and aim, release to kick, special attack, split ball. They just remade Angry Birds. They're already dying. I didn't even get a chance to start. And they're already dying. Okay. Huh. Oh, the split was automatic. What? Their stuff is just occurring. Well, it's one way to reuse the soccer assets, you know? All right. There we go. We're getting through. All right. Let's get you guys here. Okay. Oh, that exploded. We're getting them. Nice. Hey, all clear, right? Next challenge. This is so silly. It's the fact that there's like seemingly one level and they're already dying as soon as it starts. That's the level of quality I would have come to expect from the Grand Order English April Fool's stuff. Wow, that was just so many people simultaneously exploded. Apparently, we already got to the next level. Oh, it's on experience or something? Oh, that's weird. I didn't even realize that. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's try and get you up here. Yeah, we got you. Nice. Okay. Wow. Wow, they all popped. This is so silly. Okay, what are we doing? Like, you know, I'll say this is one of the better ones. Because these browser games are not great usually. They're usually actually pretty bad. This one's not bad. This one I'm enjoying. This one, it's actually like, you got some stuff here. Right? Like, look, I just blew them all up. Next challenge. Again, next challenge is not next level. Okay, that'll get me 1. Okay, let's get a big explosion. Yeah, baby! That's what we're here for. You know, I could probably actually beat this whole game, all things considered. Right? If it's the 7 cryptors there, we could probably do that. Okay. Let's blow them up here. Nice. Okay. Oh, well, that got us to the next level anyways. Okay. Oh, there are different layouts at least. Okay. I'm already seeing reused servants, which is quite funny. Nice. Nice. That was a lot. Got them. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, I kind of launched at an angle I didn't want there. Oh, wow. Wow, it came back, I guess. Okay, nice hit. Come on, guys, fall over. Fall over. What is that? Is that like a thing for me to bounce off of? Wow, that was... Actually, that worked pretty good. Oh, yeah, it's just bouncing up there. Okay, next level. Okay, you're down here, but we have, like, nothing. So I need to, like, clear this out in a way that we can... Yeah. Yeah! Oh, I thought it was gonna all fall, and then we get a bunch. Okay. Alright. Wow. Split here. Okay, we got you. Okay. I'm not really sure I get the multiplier system, but I'll take it. Okay. And we only have the 2 balls here. Let's go with, if we pop this one, maybe they'll fall. Oh, nice! Wow. Well, that was the correct action. Okay, we're already getting some. Let's go with... Oh my god, he's got, like, angel wings? Why? Let's just try and pop all these to make all these guys fall. Like that. Yes. Okay. Explosive. Let's hit them all. Like that. Look at him go! Alright. What, that just popped him. Just try and get that there. Yeah. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. But that's okay. Okay, hey, bounce back. Nope. Okay, well, we got 1 shot left. Got him. But do I have balls? That's the game? Oh. Wow. Oh, that's fun. Then it shows you all your servants. Right? Input name. Tanner. Okay, generate. Sure. Share. That doesn't do anything, probably. So, does this have a servant list like the other ones did? Whoa, what happened? Oh no, don't open up Twitter! Ah, evil website! So if I go to pause... Okay, I don't think there's a... Okay, there's no, like, servant list there. Well, that was tremendously silly. That's all I'll show off. We're good. Hey, they use these assets for something, and I'll say, like I said, it's probably one of the better ones. So, cool. All right, let's get back to the actual game. Well, that was truly a great use of my time. Absolutely. Well, let us continue on then. Okay. So. here's what we're going to do. We're going to not be able to heal with hot springs, which is the total opposite of how most, like, RPGs go. Hot springs heal you. And actually, like, once I went in the hot spring in Japan there, my sister and I both agreed. We're like, now we understand why it heals you in a video game. Like, it does feel like it just refreshes you fully. It's a totally cool experience. Well, it's actually quite warm, but... Oh, are we doing this again? Okay, you get a CG here. Okay. Yikes, that was too close. I barely managed to shift in time. What the hell is that thing? It doesn't obey the laws of physics. You can never tell what it's about when it's about to do something. Is it a ploy kickshaw of, like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? It attacks constantly, and I have no idea what it even is. And the worst part... Analyzing. Denied. Deliberating. Denied. Evaluating. Denied. Diagnosing. Denied. 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 Is that it speaks our language. Ah. I can just dodge its attacks by teleporting, but that won't stop them. If I mess up even once, I'll be dead. There's only one thing I can do to hold it back for now, but it's not giving me enough time to pull off a big move like that. If it would just let for 2 seconds, then I could... It knows that. It knows, and it's planning on keeping the stalemate going forever. How long can I stay focused? 5 days? 10? Then again, I don't think I can afford to worry about that. That magical energy wind is spreading even now. At this rate, it won't be long before the whole world becomes a desolate wasteland. This feels like a super insane, world-ending thing. I can't stop this thing by myself. If there's no one else who can help, and there's no one else who can help me either. Some big-deal magicians are. No matter how much people fear or idolize us, in the end, we're only human. We're not nearly powerful enough to stand up to potentially world-ending disaster on our own. Still, it's gotta run out of steam eventually, right? Seriously, what the hell? Are you seriously telling me it's a star from outer space here to destroy the world? The star twinkles, as if to smirk and say, "Damn straight. Resistance is futile. I'm going to destroy the Earth, and there's nothing you can do about it." Fate was not on her side, nor did she have any way of changing it. In a few minutes, her limbs would char, harden, decay, and crumble like dust. All will despair at this outcome. All has been lost to this destruction. Here, in this amber crater where the star fell, there was no brilliant miracle that could save the magician's life. Guess we're gonna have to learn what's up with that. Morning, Tanner. I take it you slept like a log? Like a log and a baby. A baby log. Glad to hear it. I slept well too, and I feel great. So, now that Ozaki's death has been solved, we can finally focus on finding the Holy Grail. After we've had a proper breakfast, of course. Good morning, Senpai. Good morning, Sojyuro. You're both up bright and early today. I guess we are, huh? It's still only 5. Everyone up? Oh, nice to see you all keeping a healthy lifestyle. I hate to rain on your parade, but I got some bad news you need to know. Alka was just found dead at the second spring. Secret spring, that is. Come to the public bath as soon as you can. Okay, yeah, that's not even a surprise for me at this point. Yep. Okay. But then who did it this time? I can't believe this is happening again. I don't see Ozaki here, so it looks like that really is her. What's the situation here? Who found her? I did. She wasn't in our room when I woke up, which gave me a bad feeling. I came here to check on her and found her like, well, that. I was still coming to grips with it when Kumano came in to open the spring, and he told the other guests. How horrible! To think we've had people turn up dead 2 days in a row. First there was a body at the Spring of Youth, now there's one at the Spring of Romance. The great Wan must be cursing us. He must be furious with us for tainting the springs. Although, hang on. Who is this person anyway? Her face is too mangled to identify, but she seems to be wearing the same outfit as the victim from yesterday. You think so? I've just the latest big city fashion. You see this kind of outfit everywhere nowadays. Oh, I see. Well, I guess that explains it. Then she must be a burglar who decided to sneak into the springs. All the guests are saved and accounted for, including yourselves, of course, so couldn't be any of them. So what's the play now? Do you want to gather everyone for questioning again? Nah, I doubt anything's changed from yesterday. They still won't have any way of verifying their alibis. I'll take charge of the crime scene till the police get here. You okay with that, proprietor? Fine by me. Better you than me if the police have a problem with it. All right, I'd better get back to it. See that the body is brought to Hell's Pavilion again, will you? Yeah, we all agree what he just said was super suspicious, right? I'm a little reluctant to say this in front of the deceased, but don't worry about it, Mash. Better to be blunt about it and say she's just gonna come back again, right? There, I just tracked down the trace of my magical energy. This must be where I died. Yikes, what happened to me? My whole face has been smashed in. How the hell did that happen? Oh, Alice, you're here too. That's great. Can you tell me what's going on here? Okay. How many times are we going to do this all the times? And that's everything that's happened so far. Thanks for catching her up. Kuonji and I have too much of a headache to keep our thoughts straight. I hope you appreciate what Tanner is doing for you, Aozaki. Most people wouldn't be nearly so gracious to someone who went and got herself killed twice in 2 days. Good point. Sorry for the trouble, Tanner. Still, thanks to you, I have a good handle on the situation now. Let's not waste any more time. We'll start by going around and questioning all the other guests one by one. That's why you didn't gather them all in one place, right, Tobimaru? If everyone insists they were just sleeping last night, even suspicious testimony will skate by thanks to peer pressure to not rock the boat. It's better to talk to people one at a time if we want to hear their full alibi. Right. Should we treat the search for my killer and the search for the Holy Grail separately? Sounds like there was a lot of time wasted by not doing that yesterday. Today, we don't need to bother looking for my killer. We should really just focus on learning why the other guests are really here. I don't buy for a second they're actually here to exorcise the Kumano Inn's spirits. They're here for other reasons, and it's up to us to find out what those are. I guess we did end up kind of sidetracked yesterday. I agree with Aoko. We still don't know where the Holy Grail is, but if we find out what the other guests are really doing here, we'll be able to determine which of them would need it. Exactly. So let's get Not so fast, Ozaki. You stay here. Yeah, I swear. I don't know how you can be so smart, but still always skip the last crucial part. Think about it. How do you think people are going to respond to a dead woman asking them questions? No, we'll launch you when we know what target... Why is this sentence killing me? No, we'll launch you when we know what target to point at. Oh, I see. Like Angry Birds. Like a missile! In the meantime, we'll stick to just me, Tanner, Mash, and Sojyuro again. Fine, makes sense. Guess you and I'll be holding the fort down then, Alice. Alice? That's fine. I don't have anything else to do right now anyway. Oh, we got Holy Friar here! Holy Friar? Holy Friar, that's a liar. Oh, she wants in on the investigation too! Just yesterday, it was all about how boring it is to mind the store. What do you say, kids? Think you can make room for Alice too? Oh no, she'll be much help. She's way out of shape, can't hold a conversation, save her life, and... Wonji, huh? Yeah, that could work. She's practically a walking lie detector. The only problem is, I'd rather not go around in a group of 5. Too many or too few of us will put people on their guard. Alright, let's split up. Tanner, you go with Sojyuro and Alice, and I'll go with Mash. Why that arrangement? Sojyuro's your servant now, right? So it's his job to keep you safe. You also need him to interpret for Alice, so that's why she should go with you two. As for me, I don't mind going off on my own, but like I said, acting alone would invite suspicion too. So I need someone to come along and be my note taker, which is where Mash comes in. Sorry about this, Tanner. No, that makes sense. Now I see. If we're all agreed, then let's get started. Mash and I will take the new building. You three take the old in and outside areas. We'll meet back up here in the sky room in the afternoon and compare notes. All right, let's get to work. Yeah, that sounds fair and normal. No issues with that, is what I'd like to say. But for some reason, it's raising my suspicion alarm. Oh, the souvenir shop. What do we got? Creepy rabbit, creepy sheep, and a bear. And a bear. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It looks like there aren't many guests staying in the old building. Again, this looks just exactly like it was when I was at the hotel. This is crazy. The closest we saw was Yoshisuke eating old-fashioned ramen in his office. Likely because the hot springs are closed. Most wouldn't want to come to a place where 2 murders occurred in as many days. Let's head outside. I don't think we'll learn anything new in... Perfect timing. I was afraid I'd have to go back to my room empty-handed. Excuse me, miss. You've been filling in at the shop, yes? Would you please wrap up one of these adorable horror monster plushies for me? Excellent taste, madam. But they actually come in sets of 2. If you could please wait here, I'll go prepare another one. So, these are all handmade. I knew it was worth coming. This is your chance to question me, you know. Well, okay, mind telling us your name and address? I'm Ryogi. I came here from Mifune, Tokyo with my family. But who cares about that? I take it you two are college students? Maybe here as part of some club activity? I work at a detective agency. I thought my partner Tsukiji explained as much yesterday. Oh, right, I'm sorry. You two seem so different from the other guests that I just assumed. You're not like the rest of us who came here for reasons we can't openly share, right? You have reasons like that too? That's a rare sprite. Oh my, why did I say that? Perhaps I'm a little more giddy than I thought. Think about it. The proprietor said he'll reward us for every spiritual disturbance we eliminate, right? But isn't that just common sense? Of course people are supposed to be paid for their work. That's not enough to attract this many of them. Oh, yeah, good point. Not to mention that genuine psychics are in very high demand. They'd have no reason to come all the way out to a mountain just to find work. For that matter, most real psychics wouldn't come near this place. They know all too well they'd be no match for spirits visible to the naked eye. You're saying, like, nobody here's a real psychic? The other guests may be able to dispel evil spirits, but very few of them could truly be called exorcists. No, I suspect they all have very different professions, which means they aren't here to banish ghosts and earn money. Thank you for waiting. Here's your set of talking twins, Tweedledee and... Is something wrong? Tanner and Shizuki look a little tense. Everything's fine. We were just making small talk. Thank you. I'll take good care of them. Goodbye, detectives. I suggest you try bringing up this topic with the other guests as well. Oh, she's finally gone. I was ready for a fight, but I'm glad it didn't come to that. Do you know her, Alice? Huh. Okay. No, I only met her here at this inn. I can tell she's the real deal. She has the distinct air of a professional spirit slayer about her. When it comes to killing spirits, she's probably better than any of the other guests. Killing and not banishing? Well, for example, if the entire new building became possessed, I bet she'd handle it by cutting the whole building in half. But I guess the real tell on, like, is this actually truly meant to be Shiki Ryogi is if we hear about the mystic eyes, right? Guess we'll have to see. Well, I guess it has to be, because the whole family's here, right? Let's grab those. I did get another copy of that there before. Through the bone-chilling cold of the winter woods, the shadow at the girl's side frolic in step with her stride. Here they come, here they come. They're here, they're here, they're here. Gotta welcome them, gotta celebrate, finally gets to play with. In the moonlight, twin voices yelp in delight at the trespasser. I saw that these guys do have a human form, too. That is just totally unused. Very cool. I think that's fine. Okay. Oh, huh? Who are we fighting? What are we fighting? Somebody, anybody help me. What a heart-rending cry for help. It's coming from right over there. Come on, you two. There's a girl under attack by evil spirits. Okay. Huh. Can we actually use Alice? Okay. But will she be... Let's see here. Wait. Cancel. Okay, so support, because I don't have an Alice. Good, I want to use that, though. I'm guessing this is Sojyuro, right? This means I can get all three, which will be fun. Sure, I doubt I'll need more than that. So let's just go with this. All right. I definitely want to see the noble phantasm of Alice. Like, again, I've seen it, and I've looked at it, because I think I remember asking a friend, I'm like, what is it? And he's like, I don't know. Oh, wait, no, never mind, it's Caren. All right, we're fighting with Caren. All right, never mind. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see here. You hit that. Sip the tea, and the breadman goes. I forgot about the breadman. Right. The ninja breadman. Let's go 1, 2, 3. What? Oh! The spell that crashes the game! Very cool. Very cool. Wow, that's a hard crash too. Can I close and no? Wow, that thing was stuck. Very cool. Very cool, Alice. For a while we were doing good. But it seems again that this is a game on emulator issue and has nothing to do with my PC. Hey, I got it running better, and that's the important thing. But everything else kind of does suck a little bit. Oh well. Let's see here. I didn't actually look if she locked Noble Phantasm or not. I don't think they would, because like it's a super move that makes no sense, but it's not like a like as far as I'm aware, it doesn't come up in this, so we'll have to see. I'm definitely not super looking forward to trying to roll for her. In fact, I'm kind of terrified. Be nice if we just get it right away. Then have a little bit of quartz put aside, right? I mean, again, I'm at least so lucky in that my gotcha rolls go to views, and the views then fuel more gotcha rolls. Like, it's kind of a perfect system. I can't imagine being someone who truly gets nothing out of this. Like that would just suck, man. Oh, that's a different one. What the frick are those? They were like the horse, the dragonfly things. Could barely see what they were. So yeah, you have Robin counter 13. Guts, when death goes into effect, recover 5 left. Holy crap. Wow. So let's just see here. Increase gain. City, field, or darkness. Is this forest? Nope. When, well, it remains. Apply substitute, increase gauge, and decrease it by 1. So Robin dies once, and then we get meter? Is that what's going on? Seems like it. Okay, let's go. Let's do some stuff here. Let's see here. So what else do you do? Okay. Oh, it's the bomb, right? Egg bomb. And then... Whoa. The chess ability is kind of cool. That's cool. Alright. Let's see. Ku and Kidgill. Okay. Found you. Attack up. He's speaking. Give it back. And they are Avengers. Oh Lord, forgive me for I am innocent. With the cash. Affinity change. Okay. Well, the thing I want to do is use yours though, so... Let's see here. Grade 3 flat snark. Wait. Oh wait, it's in the last ascension only, isn't it? Right? Where this is normal. This is what we would expect. But it's the other one. Her third form, right? That's the one that's the weird one, if I'm correct. Okay, so let's see here. Is this just... Because this is just flat snark, I'm guessing. Let's see here. Yeah, this one is just... I mean, this one's freaking awesome looking. Yeah, this rules. That might be one of the best Noble Phantasms visually in the game. Alright, we'll get to see her full combo here. Oh, there's the Tweedles. Okay, and then we get... Sip with the Breadman. And then we get for the extra. Yo, the Thames Troll is way bigger than I expected. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's that one. It's her third ascension, which again has a unique one there. So the big thing is that I think her thing with him, like, this is every 2 turns. You can essentially make her not be able to attack or not be able to be hit every 2 turns. That's kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of really good. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be her third ascension there, which again has just the strange, like, thing that we're looking at and going, what does it mean, Nasu? What does it mean? I mean, well, we'll get to it eventually. I assume it's literally just her witch powers going out of control or something. She has the one evil eye. I assume it's her, like, just losing it, you know, kind of a dark Sakura thing, but well, we got rid of the evil spirits, but what were they? Don't worry about them. They were just the residual thoughts of some ruffians I once taught a lesson to. They must have followed me all the way to this mountain to get revenge. I mean, out of sheer gratitude. What's that? Sounds like stalking, you say? Well, indeed, that's exactly what it is. But I suppose it's the fate of an idol who rescues lost souls. Anyway, thank you for showing up in my hour of need. I'm just a poor, helpless woman of the cloth who doesn't know a thing about fighting. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. Good thing we happen to be close by then. Maybe God had a hand in this too. Not a typo? Good thing we happen to be close by then. Maybe God had a hand in this too. Are you saying that him talking about God is not a typo? Is this implying that after the one scene where they explain religion to Sojyuro and he says, I kind of like this God thing in Mahoyo, that he actually did become religious? Oh my. Indeed, I couldn't agree more, young man with an innocent, trusting smile. You know, if I may be frank, you're exactly my type. Something's not adding up. If you're so bad at fighting, how did you teach those evil spirits a lesson? Well, I usually work with a partner who chases off the ruffians for me, but they have other business to attend to right now. Seriously though, how long are they going to keep hiding? Oh, but enough about me. Is there something else you wanted to talk to me about? You're Caren, the exorcist, right? Can we ask you a few questions? You want to know the guests' real reasons for coming to these hot springs? Yes, I know what they are, but as a woman of the cloth, I can't go around speaking of other people's deep dark desires. You need to save those for the confession booth where you can take your time, or it'd be a waste of a good meal. Be careful, Tanner. This is the kind of person who's better to keep your distance from. I know, I'm familiar with another devil who looks just like her down to the name. I can't believe it. Did you just call me a devil? Oh, I'm sure he was just speaking figuratively. Your face is practically screaming, how did you know that? Not that it needed to. It seems you're all skilled mind readers as well. Very well, let us make a deal. If you agree that we never had this discussion, then I'll answer your earlier question. Having said that, revealing other people's secrets is something trashy priests do, so I'm only going to reveal my own. I'll leave it to you to determine whether or not my circumstances apply to anyone else. I am an exorcist, but as I said before, I can't actually banish evil spirits. I can only banish demons. Huh? Is there a difference between evil spirits and demons? There is. Evil spirits are a form of karmic retribution caused by human actions, while demons are beings beyond human comprehension caused by the outflow of evil. At any rate, I can't do anything with evil spirits. So then, why did I come to these springs? To bring a certain scoundrel to justice, to capture a con artist who only claims to be an exorcist. Sounds an awful lot like bounty hunting to me. Indeed, which is why I'm not partaking in the rewards for exorcising evil spirits, no matter how much I wish I could. Sorry, could you explain what makes this exorcist a con artist? I mean, questions of style or spiritual power aside, as long as they're able to actually banish evil spirits, doesn't that make them real enough? Good question, upstanding young man. As my mentor once said, there's only one thing that makes an exorcist a con: using exorcisms as a pretext to appropriate that household's property. Indeed, stealing wealth is the most evil deed there is. So, those are your true feelings, or rather your core principles. Can't say I'm surprised. Anyway, you're saying that's why one of the guests came here? And you followed them here in order to capture them after this fraudulent exorcist commits their crime? That's right. After all, I'm sure they're not after the 5 secret springs. Didn't you think it was strange that these so-called wish-granting springs all only confer very specific benefits? Any wish where the results are predetermined is no wish at all. Good point. I was wondering that myself. I know getting younger and finding romance aren't things I'd want someone else to give me. Why that face? What? Why was she shocked by that? Huh. Right. But the Kumano hot springs still became famous for having wish-granting springs. Why is that? Because there's a 6th secret spring the proprietor hasn't told us about, one that really does grant any wish. That's why the other guests are here. They want to use that spring. If it really can grant any wish at all, then some people would be perfectly willing to pretend to be an exorcist, or even commit murder, don't you think? Well, if that's true, then that must be where the Holy Grail is. Is something wrong, Shizuki? I thought I just saw someone staring at us from the top floor of the old building. Oh my, how frightening. I know I shouldn't have spoken about other people's secrets, even if I was only speculating. Alright, I have something I want to look up in the reference room, so if you'll excuse me. Let's go take another look around the old building, Sojyuro. Thanks, Tanner. Let's just hope I was just seeing things. There's so much that is not written about the characters. It literally is. One book has been published and we're on book 7. And it's like little references to things that don't exist. Oh, we're just going straight to the inverse reflection room, huh? All right. First off also.
旅館の構造
Thank you.
調査ミッショ
That.
ンクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞ
9 chaotic servants. We'll get that after. Okay. Now this reminds me of Mahoyo. Are we gonna fight Puppet Aoko here too? Doesn't look like anyone's here. I guess this was a waste of time. I'm sorry. Not necessarily. Someone's coming up from downstairs. Well, what are you people doing here? Are you having a tryst here in this haunted spot? Oh, it's just you, Yoshisuke. Don't scare us like that. We thought you were the bad guy. Bad guy? You mean the one responsible for the murder this morning? Don't be ridiculous. I don't have the guts for something like that. More importantly, what are you all doing here in the inverse reflection room? This room is part of our Big 5 ghost stories. Really? This place is a little spooky, but that's all. Well, yes, this is one of them. There was a rumor once that the daughter of the inn's former proprietor had an affair with one of the bellboys. The proprietor was furious. He had the bellboy banned from the premises and confined his daughter to this attic. Said he would never let a shameless hussy like her set foot outside again. His daughter wept and said it wasn't her. She had no memory of doing anything like that. But as the eldest son of a prestigious family, the proprietor wouldn't hear any excuses from a woman, not even his own daughter. In time, the girl became mentally ill. She would go on and on about Sherlock and Doctor Who. I mean, about how it hadn't been her in the bellboy's room, but her own reflection from the mirror. Eventually it came to light that the whole bellboy business had been made out of cloth by the head clerk who couldn't stand it. Wait, what? That the whole bellboy business had been made out of cloth by the... Oh. I think that's a saying that I've never heard before. By the head clerk who couldn't stand him. But by then the proprietor's daughter was already gone. Not dead, mind you. Gone. Vanished into thin air. As you can see, the only way in and out of the attic is the very staircase I came up from. She was gone with the wind, even though an apprentice was assigned to stand guard. But to this day, every now and then, you can hear sounds coming from this attic. See the mirror covering that wall? If you come up here when you hear those sounds, you can still see the innocent girl, covered with bruises from her father's beating, walking inside the mirror, saying, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." You're way too good at telling these ghost stories. Sorry about that. I may have put my showbiz days behind me, but old habits die hard. Anyway, let's get out of here. Just because it's daytime doesn't mean we're safe. Spirits have a way of coming out whenever the sun decides to hide, and it looks like it could be getting cloudy very soon. Then, before it gets dark, tell us, do the Kumano Hot Springs have a secret 6th spring? Where did you hear that? From one of the other guests. They said it can grant any kind of wish. Why didn't you tell us about that, Yoshisuke? Why would I? Never seen any spring like that myself. I only ever heard the former proprietor say it existed. He said there used to be a road leading straight to hell there, in the room of no opening. Believe me, I'd like to get that door open if I could, but nothing has ever worked. I was hoping that one of the psychics who made their way out here would be able to figure it out. But after 2 years and only a number of cursed psychics to show for it, I've given up. Oh, but A monk in training who once stopped by here did have this to say. To reach the omnipotent spring, you will need an omnipotent chalice. Use the chalice's wish-granting power to open the door. Ridiculous, isn't it? If I had a chalice that could grant wishes, I wouldn't need the spring in the first place. Well, could that be what's beyond the room of new opening, then? I think it's time we went back to the Sky Room. We didn't learn anything about Aoko's killer, but we learned a lot about the Holy Grail. Let's go see what Aoko has to say about this. If there really is a spring that can grant any wish, I'm sure she'll know what kind of wish it granted. Okay. I thought we'd be having a fight in this boss fight room, but I guess not. At least not yet. We will. Okay. An omnipotent secret spring that can grant any wish at all, huh? Let's see. There's the Spring of Youth, Spring of Romance, Spring of Male Transformations, Spring of Happy Home Life, Spring of Stiff Shoulder Annihilation. The spring changes every day, then you'd think there'd be a different one on the 6th day as well. But Mr. Kumano said he's never seen the 6th spring, and can only guess that it's past the Room of No Opening. If that's true, then the Holy Grail would be in this omnipotent spring, rather than with a person. But nobody can get through that door without a grail, right? So if this omnipotent spring is actually the Holy Grail, that would mean you need a grail to get a grail. It's like a catch-22 riddle. Or maybe, the Holy Grail was never relevant in the first place? Tanner, you and Mash said that using a Holy Grail creates a singularity, right? But the Holy Grail here hasn't been used yet. That's the only way any of this makes sense. And that would mean that something other than a Holy Grail created this Kumano singularity. Damn, Tobimaru, for a guy without much paranormal experience, you really are a quick study. Why are you just a detective again? Because I'm a quick study. Anyway, this gives us 2 leads. Whoever killed Aozaki this morning, and Ozaki's one statement about how the world will end if something isn't done. I think we'll arrive at the answer sooner if we focus on these questions instead of looking for the Holy Grail. So how about it, Aozaki? Why'd Aozaki 1 say something like that? Look, I'm Aoko 3, remember? I have no idea what Aoko 1 saw, or where she came from to get here. Not yet, anyway. But if I were to guess, I bet Aoko 1 was actually there, at the spot that'll bring the world's end. And she probably came here to Kumano Hot Springs, because this place has the key to stopping it. That's all I can say for now. Maybe someone had a wish to destroy the world? The logic checks out. Though, whether someone can easily make a wish like that or not is another story. Still, if someone did make a ridiculous wish like that, there'd be a number of ways to grant it. If what causes the world's destruction doesn't exist in this era, they could simply have it come from another world instead. Like that self-styled rock star singer over there. Or maybe, the wish breaks a fundamental rule of the world. If something impossible were to happen here, it could introduce cracks into the foundation of humanity, the texture this world is built upon. That would definitely destroy the world. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mash? Yes, it's like when a tiny bug results in total system shutdown. Right. For example, it could be something like bringing the dead back to life. And does that mean you're the culprit, Aozaki? Dying once wasn't enough for you, huh? So they just said it, huh? Well, the implication is he dies. I mean, he dies at some point. Every human does. But that makes it sound like he bites the... Is it literally just going to be like, because he dies in, let's say, Mahoyo 2, right? And then if they do something to bring him back, but he died, so he's in the throne. Is that how it's going to be? I don't know. Huh. Aoko's magic isn't true resurrection. It's more like scamming time itself, so that doesn't count. More importantly, what about the Room of No Opening and... Wanwan, was it? If a mountain spirit that's been worshipped here for a long time has the power to grant wishes, then whoever tries to misuse that power must be responsible for ending the world. And if Wanwan really is as the legend describes it, then it wouldn't need a holy grail to grant a wish. Things are finally starting to come together. The enemy's after the omnipotent spring, and they probably mistook Aozaki for a rival when she showed up bright and early at the spring, so they murdered her. Huh? You mean I went to the hot spring first thing in the morning more than once? What was I thinking? Oh, in that case, we learned something useful. While Tsukichi and I were going around questioning people, it was kind of hot last night, so I opened the window to get some air, and I heard arguing coming from the hot springs. Couldn't tell if one of the voices belonged to that Aoko lady or not, but the other voice definitely belonged to Bazett, who we haven't seen. Bazett doesn't have a room of her own? Of course she doesn't. She's staying with Caren. Huh? If Caren wasn't in her room, then she's probably just out somewhere. That nun's the most gung-ho about exterminating evil spirits by a long shot. So her partner was Bazett, and Caren said she was going to the reference room. Come on, Tanner. We still might catch her there if we go now. Oh, is it time to capture someone? Then I'm going too. You don't mind, right, Tobimaru? Sounds like we got a possible suspect now, so yeah, fine. I'll go secure Caren and Bazett's room in the meantime, just to be safe. Might run into them on the way, too. Sorry, Tanner, but I'm gonna have to borrow Mash again. She's the whole package. Smart, quick on her feet, can handle ghosts and spirits no problem. There's no one more reliable here. I'm glad to be your bodyguard, Tsukiji. Just make sure you keep Master safe in exchange, Sojyuro.
Oh, what are you gonna do, Alice?
I'll go with Tanner. If he's going to the reference room, then he's gonna need my help. Okay. Why? What's in the reference room? Well, we got that at least.
ところでミッションって何す？
Nice. Get that.
隠して、
Okay,
シャバゾートマスターは次の任務に向かうので。
let's do this. We're just gonna be battling dolls? Oh, hello. Excellent timing. I thought something seemed off in the reference room, and when I went to investigate, I heard disturbing noises coming from inside. The Devil's classroom must have begun. There was a guest in there, too. Caren, I believed her name was. She still hasn't come out, poor thing. I'm afraid evil spirits might have possessed her, or even eaten her outright. As guess yourselves, you're of course under no obligation to help her, but... We'll go. Anything we should watch out for? Wonderful. Let me give you one piece of advice. Try not to destroy any of the dolls. Of course, that may be easier said than done. After all, inside it's already... Oh. Oh. They're floating. The dolls are floating! These are poltergeists. I saw them all the time at the Kuonji estate. Don't worry, you can touch the floating objects without them possessing you too. Just move out of the way if they fly at you and you'll be fine. The real problem is... I see we have some new students. Welcome to the Devil's Classroom. The path of art is steep and treacherous. Treacherous. Its zenith will always be beyond your grasp, just like a sacred mountain summit. You can never hope to reach it, no matter how much you whittle your soul away. Your attempts to do so will only result in frustration, despair, and burnout. But now I'm here to free you from your suffering by turning you into mindless dolls. Fear me, for I am the most formidable of all the Big Five ghost stories. I am God Caren, the Devil of Beauty. Yeah, first time seeing this for you guys? Yeah, God, don't you mean devil? No, God. It's right in the name. Just goes to show I'm truly not a devil at heart. Also, I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm not my usual self anymore. I didn't tell you this before, but Caren Hortensia has a masochistic medium's nature. My body has the laughably unfortunate tendency to be possessed by any spirits that happen to be nearby. So when I enter this incredibly dangerous haunted room, well, you can see for yourselves. And now that I'm possessed, I can do whatever I want. In this room, my word is law. You're all going to be free labor for God, and there's nothing you can do about it. they're scary! How are we supposed to defeat a god without destroying any of them? What a joke. I feel embarrassed for you being so proud of such mediocre familiars. Familiars are about quality, not quantity. Let me show you what I mean. Well, I told you. In here, my word is law. Thanks to my perfect anti-ploy kickshaw countermeasures, you'll never be able to awaken them in this inn again. Wow, that's game balance, because she could solve most of everything. And without your precious familiars, you're no more a threat to me than dish rags you use to clean the floor. Now go on, my devil puppets. Show these people what art truly is about. Is it going to say can't use Alice? 'Cause fair? Wait, we can't use Sojyuro. And it's forcing us to use Aoko? That's fine. Why? What's up with that? Very confusing. Well, grab you. Bring in you. Let's see here. Let's make a team here. You know what? Again, just for the heck of it. 'Cause it's fun and I'll never get a chance to do this otherwise. Where is she? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. 'Cause, like, friggin', it's just so cool. Also, I did get her all those on. Got her with stat ups, too. So she's pretty strong. My Aoko is kind of cracked. Boy, with her, like, skill to give a bunch of meter for the whole party every turn, she could be really good with a lot of different servants, huh? She definitely takes longer to get going than other servants. Like, other servants, she's not going to be useful for 3-turn farming, but longer than that, we're real good. Super Netsuke. Okay, are we only supposed to hit you? Devil Puppet, is that what? Okay. Let me try this. Let me try just hitting you. And in doing so, we'll see if that does the thing that we're trying to say. Okay, well, you're dead already. Let's see here. Or do we need to actually kill them all? An obligation to produce has arisen? What? Okay. Well, it seems like we're still gonna need to kill them. Okay. Good to know. Just a curse? Okay. Well, just do some of this here. Yeah. Okay. I was expecting it to be a battle of you're only supposed to hit like certain ones, but no, it's super not that. Okay. Next up we got Curse Stick, Standing Up Little Monk. I'm gonna pop this with you. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Not that we're gonna need that, but okay. Will this change the background, or is this too specific of a background? No. Standing up quick. This must be like a toy that exists in Japan or something. The standing up monk. All right. Oh, good gracious. Ancient Charm. Strength up versus Knights of the Round in Fey? We don't really got one of those, right? Let's go with this. Let's go with this. See if this even works. Let's go with this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Will we get the instant death? Let's see here. Gotta keep talking over this because this song is hyper mega copyrighted, but usually the fast version's fine. I don't think that resulted in any deaths. Or I think it might have done one actually. Okay. I gotta remember to do Outgo's meter thing right away. I'm pretty bad for kind of holding off on skills till later, but like that's one you just want to get going right away. There's no reason why you won't do that. All right. Well, I think I know who that is. Well, we've done it now. I know we didn't have a choice, but still. Yeah, we're getting hit with... What is this? I feel sick. No, wait, not sick. I feel like I have to make something. Where are the materials? Please, you gotta let me remake what I just destroyed. Yeah, I'm suddenly overcome by the desire to create. Go right ahead. You'll find the instructions in that cardboard box. They're simple enough for even a beginner to follow. As long as you completely replace the dolls you destroyed, you won't have to worry about any curse. Yay! It's so generous of you to provide materials. Is it okay if I use this table? Great. Just watch. I'm gonna make some awesome dolls. Oh, time to break out the crafting skills Medea taught me. There, all done. Check out the pompadour on this puppet. Spitting image of the king of rock and roll, if I say myself. Man, that was satisfying. I haven't done any arts and crafts since high school. Why aren't my hands stopping? I've already made 3, 4, 5 dolls now. Help! What's going on? You already made enough dolls to replace the ones you broke. Why aren't you stopping? Your dolls even look just like the guide says they should, unlike Aozaki's. They're not going to stop. I told you they need to be completely replaced. The sculptor who died in this room was a god-given genius, and your replicas need to be equally perfect down to the millimeter. And what makes an artist perfect? Flawless repetition of every movement. That's right, to be identical, it's not enough for them to be shaped the same. The actions of the people who made them also need to be the same. Art demands beauty, even from the very people making it. Huh? So now that we made one doll, the other 9 won't count unless we make them with the exact same actions as the first? That's right. And until you can, you'll be stuck here doing arts and crafts for eternity. You'll be making meaningless practice pieces until your lives give out and your souls are already worn threadbare. It's a whole new kind of hell. Oh, maybe now you understand the beauty to be found in automation. Haven't you ever watched a video of something like screws being made over and over and found yourself marveling at it? So what, the devil of beauty only cares about machines? How is that a victory for artistic merit? Say whatever you like. You'll never be able to break this rule until you're as good as a machine yourself. And of course, humans just aren't capable of such precise operations. You're gonna be stuck working here forever. There, that's 10 of them. This ought to break the curse, right? Oh, wow, okay. No, he just did it. I'm sorry, what did you just say? He's saying he made something that satisfied your conditions while you were prematurely gloating. 10 dolls, all made with the exact same actions, all identical down to the millimeter. No way, you actually did it? No, the Devil of Beauty is leaving me now that it's satisfied. Oh, so it's okay if I teach her a lesson, right? Especially since she's still dressed like a devil? All right, then you leave me no choice. I'll just have to bring out my final work. This is the demonically modded high-grade model that blew even the Devil of Beauty's mind. You better give it a good rating. Okay. Please set the following. Okay. Let's just do this here. Go with you. Go with you. Let me see here. We do want a... Apparently, the servants who left also have entirely new voice lines. Now that they've literally been replaced. I want to see if I can hear them. Let's see here. Right? Let me see if that's the case. Command card. Level up.
我が憎しみこのぞ行きましょうもちろん戦うわよ立つ
I wonder. Like, I can't tell because I actually don't think I know them well enough.
貴様は我が姿にお前
Like, that sounds the same to me. Right? I don't know. Maybe. They're not labeled differently. Sure, let's just go bring in you and see if there's something new here. Otherwise, honestly, I think this should be enough to just win anyways. So, auto setup, preferences, just do craft essences. There we go. Alright. Actually, this is the attack bonus one, right? We'll give that to you so you can go crazy. Cool. Let's do this. So what is your special high grade thing? Is it just going to be a baby Caren boss that is supposed to be mass produced or something? They try to find ways to use stuff that they only ever could possibly use once, and I thought they would only ever use Devil Caren once, or the baby Caren, but yep, I was right. Divine Creation and Devil Remnant. Okay, so I was just super right. They would find a way to use it. Further abnormal modifications. Okay, so let's get going with this. Let's get going with well, we don't need that just yet. Evade death 5 times. Double NP. Don't want to use that. We don't want to use that right now. So let's just go. Because then this has gain resistance when Divine Creation is on the field. So we want to kill you first. Yeah. Let's go with you first. Let's go one. So what we can do is we can go. Do you have one that gives stars? No. That's fine. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. That already did a bunch. Oh no, he's charmed! Okay, well, he's not doing that then. We can kill you this turn for sure. Especially we pop this. Pop this. Pop this. Let's go 1. Let's go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Good. Because now you get the big bonus for your stuff. So we can pop on this to double it. Okay, it's that. I don't think number-wise that. I don't think that was not double. we can then go, I'm gonna give you guts. We can then go attack up. So again, this does, if I'm correct, this does after a turn change all, oh, it's after a turn, so we won't be able to do it this turn, right? So that's not as good as I thought then, right? Because then you'd have to sort of know his turn was coming up next. Yeah, that's definitely not as good. Instead, let's give you this. Okay. Let's go. I want to see just how crazy you can go, actually. Okay, and let's go with... Sure, we'll give it a try. Let's at least go with Buster. Okay. Yeah, that's not as good as I thought it'd be then. Let's go... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, let's see here.
剣は憎悪、竜は復讐、炎は王法。差し貫くは何もかも。ラグロンドメントデュヘイン。
And then we do this. The entire lack of music is so scary. What, like, why? What happens? And again, the fact that the plot armor skill does not prevent death, there's a lot to that, right? Especially when, again, you look at the original title, which was like protagonist correction, right? There's a lot to that that could be gleaned, right? Where am I? Would you believe me if I told you it feels like I just woke up from a long nightmare? Fine, whatever. Just answer our questions honestly and we'll believe whatever you want. We heard that Bazett and I were arguing last night. Do you know anything about that? Bazett was arguing with you? Oh, so that's why I haven't seen her all day. I swear, she's just as much gorilla in heart as she is in body. Gorilla? What do you mean by that? She means gorillas are very sensitive. I do know Bazett went out last night, yes. And yes, she probably did argue with you. I can't deny that she might have gotten violent either. The corpse this morning had its face smashed in, right? Bazett's iron fists can even shatter concrete, so they could easily do worse to someone's face. Do you have any idea where she might be? I didn't before, but I do now. She probably freaked out after killing Miss Aozaki and decided to lay low for a while. I'm sure you'll find her sobbing like a small child in Hell's Pavilion if you want to go interrogate her. Thanks. Come on, everyone. Let's go hurry. To the crying woman. Why are we still lingering with them? Oh, because Alice didn't leave. Excuse me, could I ask you something as well? What is it? How did he do that? How did he perform so many intricate operations like it was nothing? The Devil of Beauty did say a genius would be able to accomplish it, but I don't buy it. That kind of thing shouldn't be possible even for a genius. Humans just aren't capable of replicating movements down to the millimeter. If they could, there would be no point in sports of any kind. So what kind of trick did he use to bypass this room's haunting? You said the only way humans could do this was through automation, but he managed it because he does anything but that. Huh? Human movements may seem simple, but they're actually very complex. Even the everyday actions nobody thinks about, like walking, raising our hands, bending over. Any person unconsciously coordinates tens, no, hundreds of body parts to make them happen. It actually takes tremendous cognitive effort to manually replicate every single motion. People's bodies move on signals from their brain, but the cerebral cortex is inherently imprecise and tends to do sloppy work. It can't manage simple calculations or make correct decisions. It even makes people's personalities fuzzy and incoherent. The only reason we're able to do these kinds of things without thinking about them, that is, to automate them, is because of the basal ganglia. Without the basal ganglia, people would never be able to live their lives as easily as they do. So what do you think someone's daily life would be if their basal ganglia simply didn't work? I'm sorry. Is this a plot point with him? He does not have a basal ganglia? Even so-called simple actions like walking or raising a hand would require extreme constant effort. What the frick? Is this a lore drop for him? Most people without functioning basal ganglia would probably be stuck in a hospital bed or dependent on machines to live, but not Shizuki. What the frick? When did we learn this? He's learned how to manually move his body just as naturally as we do, as though it were nothing. Compared to most of us who rely on our basal ganglia supports to move our limbs and have no idea what our bodies are really doing, Shizuki knows what every bit of his body is doing at all times and is constantly racking his mind to move it. That's all this comes down to. It's a mechanism that isn't artistic in any way, yet is still inarguably art in its own right. For Shizuki, replicating movements down to the millimeter is no different than breathing. What the frick? Oh my god, your life is hell! When did they just drop a massive spoiler for him? What? That's insane. Like, I knew he was different in some way, but I didn't know it was like that. Well, now you're getting me Googling basal ganglia. Like, involved in the coordination of movement. What happens if it's damaged? Damage to the basal ganglia may result in problems with speech, movement, and posture. Symptoms is called, Parkinson's. Okay. Person with a basal ganglia dysfunction may have trouble starting, stopping, or sustaining movement. Whoa. That's crazy. To just drop an explanation for why he is the way he is. What? And learning that everything for him is hell? I feel so bad. Like, I feel so bad. I don't ever want to make fun of him ever again. Like, I know he wouldn't want that, but all this time, I'm like, oh, he feels a little, like, I don't mean this in a bad way, he always felt a little slow. But now I learn why, and it's like, oh my god. Huh. Like, I'm not crazy. That wasn't in Mahoyo, right? I feel like I would have remembered that. Maybe there were hints, but... Huh. Like, the only way I could imagine this is, the best way to put it is, everyone else in the world uses motion tweening. He is keyframing every single action by hand. Not even using, like, frames. He is doing every action as a keyframe. He is James Baxter the horse. As a person. Let's see if she really is... Ah! Yep, she's here all right. Hey, you there, the pretty lady in the suit. We'd like to talk to you for... Aozaki, but I thought you were dead. I'm sure you're surprised, but please take it easy. We don't want to fight. We just want to talk about last night. You just want to talk? Oh no, you're not fooling me. I could easily see Aozaki coming back to life just for a rematch. It's your battle suit thing. Sure. Besides, I knew what I was getting into when I came to this country to investigate a mage. The only way we're settling this is with maximum effort and violence. I won't even demand a one-on-one duel. You can all come at me at once. My mystic code is a counterpunch from the Age of Gods that can turn back any attack. Oh, but it is weak to curse, fear, and such, so please do not use any underhanded methods like those. Is that true? Curse and fear? You don't say. Curse and fear, huh? You don't say. Huh. I have to use you guys? Well, I'm gonna use you just to have you. But, curse and fear, you say? Hey, you know what? This'll be a battle where I can get all three, though. So I might do that, just to, again, have a chance to have all three together. Right? Just to have it. Except let's put you in the middle. And we'll give you Tack up. Tack up. There we go. Sure. Even with the type matchups, we'll still destroy, so... I just want to see all of them fighting together. I was denied that earlier. But now we'll have it for realsies. I just can't get over the basal ganglia thing. Like, it totally changes everything about how you see a character, and they just casually dropped it after this battle. That's crazy. Bazett the hard puncher. I won't hold back. Oh. Really? Invincible. She has invincible. Removed when in fear. Okay, well, we're gonna need to get going with you then. Okay, let's go. This is a really dark map. Increase your gain. Well, we're in darkness. Right? Actually, we can get it for you right here. Good noise. Give this to you. Give you this. Give you this. Because you cause fear, right? Yes, inflict fear. Good. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. Strength up versus human. You are definitely human. Yeah, so we missed that attack, but now that you're going to be terror, substitute. No, never mind. Terror's going to proc next turn. That does very little damage. Oh, now you're cursed. Yeah, you're not doing lots of damage anyways, so that's good. That's dirty. Okay. Terror strikes. We can now go. So let me see here. Will this bring me up to? It says double, but is double only at max meter then? It must be. It must be. That's the only solution. Right? We'll do this next turn to make him red. Let's see here. You don't have guts or anything, so that's fine. We won't do that then. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Just do a full combo here to keep that rolling. Again, I do want to check out that third version, but there's no way it's coming out in the, like, it's not gonna happen in the story here. We'll have to wait till she's summonable. Oh, there you go. Didn't even need more than that. Yeah, the change after one turn is not as good as I thought it would be. That's definitely the least of the abilities for sure. Yeah, it's like you gotta plan. You gotta know his thing is coming up. If it is, it's pretty good. But if not, right? I guess this is it for me. But it's partly my own fault for letting myself get rusty. I should have known better than to run away without proving my innocence. Fine, do with me what you will. I know all about the infamous Aozaki Toko, the puppet master. Go ahead. Use me for whatever twisted experiments you like. Huh? Toko's my sister. I mean, did you see any puppets during that battle? Oh. Well, now that you mention it, I guess it was more of a good old-fashioned brawl, wasn't it? So you're really not Aozaki Toko, then? Hell no. We might look similar. They don't. But we couldn't be more different. Oh, if you're fixated on her, then you must be a seal designation enforcer for the association. Seal designation? They say people like you are only around to make sure extraordinary talent stays safe, but the truth is, your executioners go around apprehending mages. So what's an enforcer like you doing at a hot spring inn like this? And why did you kill me? I knew you were going to say something like that. She's pouting and turning her back on us. Poor thing. You shouldn't have been so mean to her, Ozaki. The way she's pouting proves she's innocent. What do you expect, Shizuki? Aoko can't help but pick on the weak. It's in her nature. Would you two shut up for a minute? Wasn't being serious. I was just trying to trick her into talking. I know you're not going to believe me, but I didn't kill you. When I went to the bath early in the morning and found you dead with your face caved in, I knew I'd be blamed for it, so I decided to hide. I figured everyone else would forget about me if they didn't see me for a while. That seems questionable, but hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, what about last night? One of the guests said they heard you and me arguing at the public bath. What were we arguing about? What did you see? Well, I don't care about the secret springs. I just, came to soak in the springs because I couldn't sleep. Nakey! 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 Very important. Good heavens. Good heavens, them yabos. Is this the back pain spring? Hello? Anyone here? Yeah, it's just me. Looks like my plan to stake my claim late at night paid off. Spring of romance? That's so stupid. As if a hot spring could have any effect on your destiny. I don't buy it for a second, but, well, luck with men is all a crapshoot anyway, so I'm sure this'll only help. There's plenty of time until morning, too, so with this, I'll be the first in the spring for sure. Huh? Are you going in? How does she key mash in real life? I don't take her as a key masher type person, but maybe I'm wrong. I then explained that no, I wasn't there to go in the spring and promptly left the bath. After that, I went back to the public bath lobby, laid down on one of the massage chairs and waited for morning. That was my backup plan, to take a perfectly natural morning bath. I then went back to the public bath as soon as it was 5, and that was when you found my body, and then you made yourself scarce right before Alice showed up. That would definitely make you look suspicious, but you didn't actually kill her, right? Of course not. I wouldn't kill someone just for catching me trying to sneak into a secret spring. Did anyone else come to the lobby while you were there? No, no one. I thought that was strange too, but since there was still a corpse there, I had no choice but to run. Maybe we should ask the other guests their alibis? On second thought, no, there'd be no point. My first death could plausibly be explained away as an accident, but someone clearly killed me for my second. Question is, how did the killer get into the bath? Exactly. I had my eyes peeled the whole time to make sure no one got in before me. Actually, I was wondering about that. Why did you leave Aoko alone in the bath? You wanted to be the first to go in. Wouldn't killing her make sure she didn't beat you to the punch? Well, because she was still fully dressed. No one's gonna go in a hot spring wearing their clothes, right? Boy, that keeps being a plot point, and it's very clear they're not against giving them new sprites, huh? Boy, they are going to use that bathing Bazett sprite a single time. But I think they just wanted to show that she kind of has it going on, right? Which is a very important plot point in Hollow Ataraxia. Well, I'm sorry for all the trouble my companion caused you. She really does regret her actions, so I hope you can forgive her. Hey, don't act like this was all on me. From what I hear, you gave them a pretty big headache yourself. All right, no more fighting. You two are both leaving now, right? Take care. Oh, but first, I have a question for you. The real reason you came to this inn was to go in the Spring of Romance, right? That's right. Bazett insisted that she wasn't going to die lonely on a potentially fatal assignment. Don't be ridiculous. I just came here to make sure I was in good shape for my Aozaki Toko investigation. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry for messing that up for you. You don't have to apologize. Last night was just a coincidence. Bad luck, that's all. Anyway, you said you're Aozaki Toko's sister, right? Then I think we should get going before things get really messy. Farewell, everyone. And please, don't tell anyone about what happened in the reference room, okay? Oh, and one more thing. If you're going to continue with your investigation, look for my briefcase. It has all the documents put together for the stealth mission, but went missing at some point. Missing? Do you think someone stole it? Probably, but it's specially made to be extra durable, so they won't be able to break it open very easily. If you find it, you have my permission to look at its contents. The passcode is 2005-1028. Is that the date that, I can look this up. Fate, Hollow Ataraxia release date. It's gonna give me the friggin' remaster release date. October 28th, 2025. There we go. Those documents don't have any useful information for me, but maybe they will for you. It's a little on the nose, but I'll take it. And then they left. They are both completely innocent, huh? And the killer must be one of the remaining guests or one of the inn's full-time residents. Among the guests, there's the woman who claims she came here with her family on vacation, the man who gives off old-fashioned patriarch vibes, the self-styled psychic with a hunting rifle, the inconspicuous yet suspicious girl. The residents, there's the proprietor and the doll maker. That makes us 6 suspects in total, and among them, the one whose true goals we still don't know are Fujinon and Sugitani. Right, I'd bet they're here for the omnipotent secret spring. The exorcisms are probably just a pretext. Yoshisuke and Kashinko have been working at this inn for a long time, so they wouldn't have any goal beyond that. And if 2 of the guests are just here on vacation, does that mean we should be suspicious of the psychics? Wrong. Ryogi and Shiro are by far the shadiest, by far. By far. Yes. The inn's so well known for being haunted that it's on the brink of bankruptcy. There's no way regular people would come here by choice for a hot spring trip. Anyway, we've narrowed down the suspects. When we split up again tomorrow, we should get pretty close to wrapping this investigation up. Are you girls listening to me? I was thinking about the example from before, and I don't see how wishing for someone dead to come back to life is a bad thing. Why would a wish like that cause the world to end? That's a good question, Mash. The problem is, once you bring dead person A back to life, that establishes a new law of nature saying it's okay for the dead to be revived. From there, it's only a matter of time until dead persons B, C, and D come back to life as well. The more it happens, the less rare it becomes, and eventually the new law becomes permanent and normal. And then before you know it, you have a world with living dead people everywhere you go. Isn't there a term for that, Aoko? I think we saw it in that weird movie Shizuki Board from Kinomi. What was it called again? Dance of the Dead? No, Alice, you're thinking of Dawn of the Dead. Wow, I'm shocked that they just said it, but I think it's public domain. Though it's definitely a classic zombie movie. Must be nice to be so carefree you can sit down for tea like it's nothing. Don't feel like you have to keep her company, Mash. Not at all. I'm learning a lot from her. Alice's lessons have been a valuable source of mystic knowledge, and they're entertaining too. You see, Aoko? It's fine. Mash still remembers her manners, unlike a certain someone I could name. Don't worry, we can still hear what you're talking about just fine, so don't mind us. That's so? Alright then, tomorrow, let's go with the same teams and talk to... Wait, we should have Alice stay here instead of coming with us. She can't use her ploys right now. Shit, really? Yeah, I guess you're right. She's not going to be much help in a brawl otherwise, unlike Aozaki. Alright, Tanner, tomorrow you go with Sojyuro and Aozaki. By the way, are we not going into the outdoor bath today? I was looking forward to it. Ryogi's family is using it today. That's only fair. We don't have any right to monopolize it. Damn, too bad. Well, might as well call it a day then. Tomorrow's gonna mark this Secret Spring Tour's halfway point. Make sure you get all the rest you can tonight. No, more? Whoa, it's like foggy. Why isn't the alarm stopping? I swear.
Morning, having a good dreams? It's your morning radio bird, here to bring you your daily update.
Robin, how come you're not with Alice?
Oh, beats me. All I know is I woke up here and I was already packing away a water bottle. Oh, I got to have my water in the morning, seeing as I'm a bird and all.
All right, guess I'll get up. Oh, it's chilly in here. Okay, we're brushing our teeth and...
So how's the investigation going? Figure out who done it yet? You know, got some idea myself. Well, seeing as I'm a Richard the Third.
That's a bird.
I usually forget things real quick like, but I just remembered something about this inn. I bet the killer's the one who makes all the noise when they move and spits out those nasty-looking
That sounded like a gunshot. Senpai! I came from the public bath. Come on. Are we going out and there'll be another dead Aoko? Is there just gonna be... I had a feeling this might happen again. Yep. One more. Yep. They're not even hiding it. They're like, you know, we're just gonna keep doing it. Another one bites the dust. They're just doing this so that she can't, like, synchronize her thoughts, huh? Alright, get more exorcism points. Oh yeah, it's like creepy today. It's like foggy. Defeat machines. Okay. Hey, well, we can max you out now, right? Let's try that. Get that. Okay. Let's see here. Ascension. Okay. This will be full. At least for now. Buddy, holy moly. What? When was that? A princess's bodyguard? We're just learning a lot about you, buddy. That's a side story that I wouldn't expect. When would you meet a princess? Okay. Well, we'll read the once we're done all the missions, we'll read the profiles to maybe glean anything else, right? For now, though, oh, there might be a massive outbreak somewhere. Let's see here. So last time it was super obvious where it said it was the 5 was over there. Or the 2-4. Let's see here. Let me see. Oh. 21 to 23. Right there. Okay. Well, again, it's at a time when I probably can't play, right? So I'll grind out doing that. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order as we move on with the next chapter there of the Witch on the Holy Night event. We'll see you then. Ciao.
Yo.